Any comments you want to make? Guys, if you ask a question, speak into the mic, it's going up to the press box too.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment about this team we have. You know, last year we had a team, we was kind of stacked, junior, seniors. But this year, these senior guys, they led this team with a bunch of young guys who started off with a blowout, lost to Madison Academy, and we just continue to get better every week, and I'm proud of them.
Question for players or coach?
Coach, you said this team is stacked. Last year's team was stacked. What's this year's team? Is it resilient, I guess?
It's resilient. We've been using that word a lot in the locker room. You know, I turn the film on sometime on Saturday, and I said, how we get that playoff? You know, how we get that done? But we just got to bring the young guys along. Every time, every game, we was getting better and better. You know, we weren't perfect. We still haven't played the perfect game this year, you know, because we made a lot of mistakes here and there, but these guys are resilient. That's the word.
You know, Coach, talked to coaches around the state, and they said maybe Tanner's not good enough. They're just hanging on every week in the playoffs, pulling it off in the fourth quarter, pulling it off. What's the common thread between all these wins, how you guys come back in the second half?
I think it's not to lose your composure. Like I said, most of these guys this is their third time being in the fifth game of the state championship game. And you just got to understand the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all those games are tough. So you got to just keep your composure, keep your class, and you're never out the ball game. Just keep on grinding.
Questions for player or coach?
They're right here for any of y'all players. What does it feel like to be back-to-back state champs?
To be state champs again, I mean, it feels great. I mean, everybody said that we couldn't do it, and like we couldn't hang on. It just made us strong in the locker room, and it feels so good to know that we did it and we didn't give up.
Anybody else want to address that? Okay. Other questions?
Any of the players, what was it like in the locker room at halftime? I mean, offensively, y'all come out and you'll look like a completely different football team.
Well, we were kind of slow going into halftime. We was all kind of dead and out of it, and you know, all of our seniors, we just got together, and the coaches, we just had to realize, you know, this is the last game. I mean, this is what we worked for all year, and we just had to, you know, realize this is the last two quarters, you know, of the season. We just had to play our hearts out on the field.
Anybody else want to address that? You want to address it?
Well, we didn't want to give up. We just have to come back out and play hard. We know it's a four-quarter game. We just want to play hard.
Other questions?
Hayden, I guess you'll have 2 rings eventually. When you look down at those rings, how will you compare the 2012 team versus the 2013 team?
Both teams were great. Like I said last year, we was just stacked and, you know, blew out everybody last year. It was no question. But this year, I mean, we actually had to, you know, work as hard as we could for this one because we lost a lot of seniors and we had to play 4-quarter games, you know, every game in the playoffs. It was, you know, it means a lot because you had to, you know, work a lot harder for this one than last year.
Other questions?
Okay.
Coach, could you talk about the fourth down play where you, on the drive, where you got the second touchdown, where you threw the pass?
Freshman memory.
Oh,
yeah. That pass, that's been our best pass all year. It was just a crossing route. You know, I think we scored. That's one of the plays we scored on against Madison Academy early in the year. And most of the time we run it, it's completion. But majority of the time we throw it to the other receiver on the wheel route. But we just happened to, Jonathan made a good read, throw it to Blake, and our leading receiver. He made a great catch, gave his body up. You know, he got the wind knocked out of that catch. And it's a big call at a big time. You know, whenever he called passes, I get nervous anyway. So, but we needed that one, and I'm glad it worked out well.
LeRon, can you talk about just the journey of this year? Just obviously winning that state championship a year ago, but more importantly, you lose to a state champion here yesterday in the first game of the year. To get these guys week in, week out with a target on their back to continue to get those guys to play well. Just talk about the year.
Yeah, this year, you know, when we started out against Madison Academy, you know, going into that game, win or lose, I knew it was going to make us a better team, you know. I knew that we lost a lot of firepower going up against a team like that, but I'm pretty sure these guys learned a lesson. You know, even though we watched the film, we played as hard as we could against those guys, and we still came out on the bottom end. But we, you know, going in as coaches, we knew Madison Academy was the best team 4-way down in the state. And we played a pretty decent game against them. All we had to do is just maintain, like I said, keep on getting those young guys better and better and better every week. you know. And one of our coaches said it the other day. We got some guys that young, they don't realize, they don't understand how serious it is, and that's good. So they relax a little more. They not nervous. All right, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Coach Hayden has now ran for 139 last year, and he's ran for 148 this year, or 147.
Mm-hmm.
What's his game like? What do you appreciate about the football player you got from your team?
Because he's grinding out. You know, last year we was in a situation where we had a great fullback in front of him, Cal Shoulders. We stayed in the I formation all the time. We kind of didn't have a fullback this year to get in the I. So we had to ask him to do different things. He actually liked running more out the I formation downhill. You know, he's better running there. But he had to sacrifice that, you know, and shed carries with the two-back gun and run more sideways, you know. But he's unselfish, you know, did a great job, and 164 yards, that's the reason we won this ball game.
Other questions for players? Anything else for Coach? Well, Coach, congratulations
All right, thank you.
for two things. You won the game and got through for